Hello, good morning to all of you, dear students. So we are today start the international, which is most important requirement by this syllabus. So I would like to say that first news is analysis. So in front of you, so US China exchange by the braver energy over the high altitudes server lines in the balloons. So I would like to say that then after the praises of this balloon in this US air space and clear violence to this sovereignty of the international law. But recently China is also in the balloon in this sky, so is the action mode in this America, but it is not in a responsible act. Secretary of the Bill Clinton tells Wax yes, Vangening say it is would not accepted any guidelines conjunctions of these hyphens. Foreign Defense Minister Bill Clinton tells this is the not requirement by this type of this activity in this China. It's most important I not accepted. Then after I could not go in this China. You will immediately take this action. A day after the US councils in this match of the participates visit of the top diplomat to the China over the Chinese spy balloon. The two sides of the exchanges by the sharp remark of this year in the incidents of the latest tension point by the already tense to the relations. This line said that recently sky in this running the balloon by this sky the development by this China and you could not share in this, but international law is you could not accept this China. But China is the disagreement, so in this one country to other countries and agreements. But China you could not accept because China is most important powerful. China presidency think that. So US Secretary of the State Anthony Bill Clinton due to by the river in the beginning on the Monday. So deserve in this pressure of this what is the called the high altitude in this surveillance balloon in America asked as this by unacceptable action. Yeah, you are right. But you will America and China you will always the decide you could not fly in the Gupchar and any ballistic missiles. Any types of activity is not unacceptable by this America. Bill Clinton said that you are very dangerous informations. This type of the balloon. What is the purpose in the China? China you could not share the purpose what to do what not to do related to the balloon, but America will Clinton defense minister are the action mode in quickly yes to convey he was the postponing his travel in the light of the incident. But Bill Clinton said that you were traveling this China and then after this is the moment you could not decide this traveling is the cancel, then after had deviated from the panel course you will not accept by the guidelines and conjunction to the highway. So in this India of unexpectable in situation you beat what both sides should not be maintenance state lines the committee. But China could not accept the agreement. You will always avoiding the misjudgment to this manage defense, said Mr. Wiggins, who is also director of the Office of the General Commission for Foreign Affairs. According to this foreign minister statement, Mr. Lincoln said he said in the phone call made clear the pressure of the surveillance balloon in this US Airways in the clear violation of the US sovereignty and international law. But it is the Irresponsible Act, and then after it is the PRC decision to take this action on the mode of this My Planet visit in this determinants on these sub-nations, and then discussions to this were prepared to have. This Department of the Finance is added to the continuing to track and monitor a high altitude surveillance balloon that remains over the continuous United States. The US government on Friday said it had also observed a second surveillance balloon in skies over Latin America. This paragraph said that this Department Foreign Defense Minister observing this balloon surveillance and then after high altitudes, then decision government on Friday said he observed the second surveillance balloon. So therefore Latins are Emirates, Latin America. Next point in front of you, scientific information is most important. The reports in this US said a decision to shoot down the balloon, which was floating over Montana this week and definitely to board the eighth coast of the US, was considered by this President Joe Biden, but ultimately slipped because of this corner over damage from debris. This debris is most important by this Joe Biden said that in this China, you do not focus on this agreement, but where you balloon airways in this America. But China is the thinking so different thinking. You will always take action in the next country, and China thinking as most powerful. I have a different types of the weapon available in this used for this other country. But you could not decide it. This is the opposite country is most important. Then after you will always change the weapon and the technology in the defense sector is most important. But China is the surveillance balloon, or Mr. the Bill Clinton said once the dedicated to the balloon, the US government acted by the immediately action this situation. is most important. Then after the against by the collection of the sensitive information, we commanded to the PRC government directive thought multiply channel about the issue. The member of my team solution to the with our partners to the other agencies and the other Congress. The also enhanced our close alliance to the partner to the information them by the presence of the server lines is balloon is our airspace. So America is the very angry this thought the China balloons are the moving on the America airways in this side. So American Defense Minister and Joe Biden President are most action mode. This the observation why the balloon is most important. So it is the maintain timing is added to the United States will continue to the maintain open lines of this Commission of the China, including the addressing to the going to the accident. Next week visit had the win agreed to the both countries in the November following the first meeting between President Biden and Xi Jinping as leaders of their two countries on the sidelines of the G20 summit in the Bali. Dear students, this topic is ended. Then after you will topic the same short review say in the front of you. So this is the story. This is the story of this code. Only you have to correct decision the defense minister Bill Clinton's recently go to this China and traveling and then after China are very intelligent and then after you build the America Airways and you will show in the balloon. But balloon is the different types of the information is collected by the US Airways. So then after Bill Clinton you will always the decided and the high command China is coming to in this America embassy. So it is most important. Then after Joe Biden is the president, you will always the decided. And what is the purpose in this China? But China and America, it is the agreement. This is the related to the weapon. You could not share in this airways. But China is not understanding this agreement. China always focus on this, increase this power and thinking to this increase the earth capture. So Bill Clinton's and you will always take decision. Then after decision is most important. Then after Biden said that recently G20 in the Bila and attend. Then after Joe Biden and Xi Jinping are in front of the meet. Then after you will always decided by the balloon in this sky. So it's most important. You will quickly the action. Then after information is most important. Thank you.